Jason and the Argonauts, the quest for the Golden Fleece. Long ago, in the kingdom of Iolcus, a young prince named Jason was born into a world of betrayal and prophecy. His uncle Peleus had stolen the throne from Jason's father and ruled with a cold heart. But the gods had not forgotten the true king's son. An oracle warned Peleus that one day a man wearing only one sandal would be his downfall. Years passed, and one day a stranger appeared in the city square, tall, strong, and confident, with only one sandal on his foot. It was Jason, returning to reclaim his rightful place. Peleus paled, but smiled with false kindness. "If you are to be king," he said, "prove yourself worthy. Fetch for me the legendary Golden Fleece, the skin of a magical ram guarded far away in the land of Colchis." It was a task no one had dared attempt. The fleece hung in a sacred grove, guarded by a sleepless dragon, and the journey itself was filled with peril. But Jason accepted. To sail such a voyage, he would need a ship and a crew like none before. So he built the mighty vessel Argo, and from all corners of Greece came heroes to join him: Heracles, Orpheus, Atalanta, Castor, and Pollux, and many more. Together, they were called the Argonauts. The journey began. They sailed past deadly cliffs and siren-filled shores. They fought harpies, faced giants, and braved the clashing rocks known as the Simple Gods, two great cliffs that smashed together and crushed anything caught between. With Athena's guidance, they released a dove to fly through first, and when it survived, the Argonauts rowed with all their strength and slipped through just in time. Finally, they reached Colchis, where King Aeetes ruled, and the Golden Fleece glittered beneath the trees. But Aeetes did not give up his treasures freely. "If you want the fleece," he said to Jason, "you must first yoke my fire-breathing bulls, plow the field with them, and sow it with dragon's teeth. From those teeth will spring an army of warriors, and you must defeat them all." Jason despaired, but fate was still on his side. Medea, the king's daughter, watched him from afar. She was a powerful sorceress, wise in herbs, magic, and prophecy. And when she saw Jason, her heart stirred with love. That night, she went to him in secret. "If you trust me," she said, "I will help you. But when you take the fleece, you must take me with you." Jason agreed. She gave him a magical ointment to protect him from the bull's flames, and whispered how to trick the dragon teeth warriors into fighting one another instead of him. The next day, Jason did the impossible. He yoked the bulls. He plowed the field. He sowed the teeth. And as the warriors rose from the earth, he threw a stone into their midst, just as Medea had said. Confused and enraged, they turned on each other and destroyed themselves. But Aeetes broke his promise. That night, Jason and Medea stole into the grove. The dragon guarding the fleece was coiled like a mountain, its eyes glowing like coals. But Medea sang a lullaby, sweet and strange, and cast a sleeping spell over the beast. Jason took the Golden Fleece, shimmering like sunlight woven into wool, and the Argonauts fled into the night. Aeetes gave chase, but the gods guided the Argo through storms and sea monsters, across deserts and strange lands, until they finally returned to Iolcus. Jason stood before King Peleus, fleece in hand, proof of his triumph. But Peleus would not yield the throne, so Medea, full of fury, tricked Peleus's daughters into doing the unthinkable, and the usurper king was no more. Though Jason had won glory and honor, his story would grow darker with time. But in that moment, he was a hero, the man who dared the edge of the world, faced monsters and magic, and returned with treasure divine. The quest for the Golden Fleece was not just about a kingdom. It was about courage, loyalty, and the thin line between wisdom and temptation. Jason's name would echo through the ages, carried on the winds and waves, forever the captain of the Argonauts, and the seeker of things most men fear to dream.